Hey guys, good morning. We're gonna go live today at 10:30. Me and Chris swapped, so we'll be talking about recovery and stress this morning, and he'll be talking later at 2:30 about personal training. So little change in the schedule today, but I'll give it a minute, see if anybody hops on, and then we'll get started. Let's see. Just big light behind me. There we go. All right, so we'll just go ahead and get started. I'm going to share this real quick to our other pages. And there we go. All right, so we're talking about recovery and stress this morning. Like I said, if you just hopped on, Chris will be on this afternoon at 2:30 to talk about personal training. We swapped, so there's just a little change in the schedule. So just kind of wanted to talk about recovery and stress because it's just as important as to weight loss is in like recovery and performance and stuff like that as nutrition is. So being able to recover from the activity that you do in the gym and because it is a stressor on your body just like any other stress in life, it is just as important to weight loss, weight gain, whatever your goals are as nutrition is. If we're chronically stressed or we're not sleeping at night, hey Ben, and we're unable to recover, we can be doing all the right things when it comes to nutrition and performance and not see the progress that we want. So we should be spending about the same amount of time on recovery that we do in the gym working out, if not more. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very great at that. Nutrition and sleep are huge when it comes to recovery, and sometimes like those areas I'm pretty decent at, but as far as like taking care of my body outside of the gym, like stretching, making sure I'm recovering from the activity that I've done in the gym, not that great at it. So just kind of taking time to unwind from the gym and stretch or whatever is super important to your overall health, weight loss, performance, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to give you some different ways that you can, some different things, tips to relieve some stress and help you recover. So I've got a couple of different things listed. First, just taking up an enjoyable hobby, whether that's getting outside in the yard and playing baseball with your kids, or going and playing golf with your friends, or whatever it is. Picking up a hobby, it can be anything. Just something, focusing on something that brings you joy. So, and it can be like once a week, spending an hour with, obviously right now we can't hang out with people, but spending an hour with people whose company you enjoy. And I think like this whole topic as far as recovery and stress especially right now is huge because everybody's stressing out about the different things going on right now. Nobody really knows what's about to or like what's going on, what's happening, how long this is going to last and stuff like that. So making sure you take time to really take care of yourself and relieve some of that stress is huge. So taking up an enjoyable hobby is one. Another is volunteering once per week. Right now I don't know how much there is to volunteer for. I don't know how much of how many things are going on, but I really enjoyed volunteering for Habitat for Humanity. It's something that I could use my skill set of being, I guess, I don't know if I would really call it a skill set, but just being physically active, how I could use that to help others. So that's one thing that I really enjoyed. But volunteering once per week, it's like you're more likely to spend time with people that you enjoy or spend time with like-minded people, and like you just kind of get that feeling of helping other people. So volunteering is a huge one that can help relieve some stress. Another is getting regular massages. Not all of us can do that, but getting a massage can really help relieve some stress, and it can also promote recovery from the gym and stuff like that. I've done it primarily to like work out muscles or work out little nagging injuries and stuff like that, and it just helps you feel better all around. Another one is taking ownership of your situation. So acknowledging what role you play and how your life is organized. So that's a huge one for right now. Just kind of taking a step back and taking ownership of the situation and kind of controlling what you can, and kind of letting the things you can't control happen the way they're going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. If the governor says that we can't open the gym, like, you're going to have to just take control of that situation and figure out how you can make it work for you. So that's a huge one right now. Spending time outside daily, I know for me that always relieves stress and makes me feel better, just getting outside in the sun, and whether it's to stretch or whether it's just sitting on the porch or playing with my dog, that like getting outside, spending time outside daily is awesome for recovery and relieving stress. So the next one is set limits on screen time. So not constantly checking emails, texts, social media, and that's a huge one for a lot of people. It's huge for me even. Being like doing our social media, I have 3 gym accounts on my social media plus my accounts, so it's a lot sometimes, but setting limits on that, and or times that you are going to get on your phone, and even like the iPhones these days have screen time limits or limits for certain apps where you can only spend an hour on this app and then it locks it, but you can get back into it. So there's ways around it, but it kind of discourages you from hopping back on there, unlocking the app. Setting limits on screen time is huge. I think a lot of times, especially right now, people are probably spending a lot more time on social media and reading whatever fake news is on Facebook or whatever it is, and that can tend to stress people out, or the politics or whatever it is. Just making sure whatever you're bringing in is good for you. Like, what are you reading? Is it going to like take away from you, or is it going to add to whatever you've got going on in a good way? So the next one is meditate, pray, quietly reflect, just sit outside quiet, like quiet time, whatever it is. That's a huge one, just setting time to be alone, and whether that's quiet time or praying or just sitting in silence. I know probably for people with kids that's probably nice and hard to come by, so that's huge for stress relief. Another one is including low impact movement. So this can be taken into the spending time outside daily, but yoga, walking, biking, hiking, whatever that may be. Walking to the store, or right now we're not really walking to many stores, but if the grocery store is close by, walking to the grocery store, or biking to the gym when the gym's open back up. That low impact movement just gets blood flowing, helps repair tissues and stuff like that, so it's huge for recovery. Another one is gaining perspective. So step back and think about your entire life and consider how each stressor that you experience on a daily basis fit into the bigger picture. So in 5 minutes or 5 days or 5 years, is what you're stressing about right now going to be that big of a deal? Is it going to have that big of an impact? Is it worth worrying about, is really kind of what you're trying to figure out. And then another one is practice being alone. We kind of talked about that a little bit when we talked about setting limits on screen time and meditating or praying. But practice being alone. Turn off your phone, go somewhere. Maybe we can't really go to dinner right now or a movie, but maybe go on a hike, maybe go for a walk, and just kind of learn to be by yourself. Another one is taking deep breaths, and I'm excited for Hunter is going to be talking about breathing. I believe it's tomorrow afternoon that he'll be talking about breathing, or tomorrow morning. So super excited about that, but taking deep breaths, focusing on especially long breaths, to calm your stress response. So taking long breaths out will definitely help calm you down, especially in stressful situations and stuff like that. And then the last one I have for you is practicing gratitude. So whether that's a daily thing that you're doing, like at before you go to bed or at breakfast, you're writing down things that you're thankful for, or maybe it's weekly you send somebody that you appreciate or you're grateful for a letter or whatever it is, but practicing gratitude. And it could even be just purposely saying thank you to the cashier at Kroger and just really being thankful for the things that we sometimes take advantage of. Especially now, it's easy to kind of see those things that we took for granted, being able to go out in public and stuff like that, or see people, see our friends. So practicing gratitude is huge, and I believe that can kind of set the tone for your stress and how you feel. So that's kind of all I have on recovery and stress. Both super important, not just to performance and weight loss or whatever your weight goals are, but to your overall health. So maybe go back and jot down some of these things that I've mentioned. If any of them stood out to you, something that you might want to incorporate or try to get better at. But that's all I've got for you today on recovery and stress. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments or message me or one of the gems. I'm on our social media, and we'll see you guys later. So make sure you know we're still open from 11 to 12 to do equipment checkout, and we have 12, 3, and 6 are our next workout times, and then Hunter will be on at 2:30 not Hunter, Chris will be on at 2:30 to talk. Hunter will be on tomorrow morning to talk about breathing. So we we'll be here from 11 to 12 though, so if you need to check out any equipment or you need anything, just let us know. Y'all have a great day.